In this tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate how to work with the clipboard and some of the cut, copy, paste options, as well as format painter. So while working within documents, these tools are handy, and I'll also demonstrate various shortcuts that will enhance your productivity. Okay, so let me go ahead and first bring up a document, or let's open a document by clicking on File. And then once I click on File, I can simply click Open. And if I click on Computer, I go to my data files, and here's my Word 2013 sample document. It's the same one that we worked with earlier on. So click Open to open this document. Okay, just a sample document, about 3 paragraphs. Okay, let me just verify. Okay, good. So just 3 paragraphs in this document. And all this document contains is just simple text. So nothing, no formatting yet done to this document. Up on the ribbon, on the far left side, is the clipboard group. And this group allows us to cut text, copy text, and then paste text. And pasting text has several options, such as paste special, or we can set a default paste option. And I'll demonstrate as we go along. But for right now, let's focus on the cut, copy, and paste operation. Simple. So for instance, going back to our document, if I need to move my first paragraph and move it all the way down to the bottom here, okay, how would I do it? So the first method is just to simply select the entire paragraph. So I can do this by simply dragging my mouse pointer and selecting the entire paragraph. And recall quickly that in order to select the entire paragraph using a shortcut is simply to click thrice on a paragraph, and it will select the entire paragraph for you. In any case, once we have the paragraph selected, we can go up on our ribbon in the clipboard group and click Cut, and this would remove the paragraph from my document. Next step is to go to a place where I would like to insert this particular paragraph. So make sure my cursor has to blink in the next line or wherever it is that I like to paste. Okay, so in this instance, if I click, for instance, at the end of the last paragraph and put a space using my keyboard, now if I paste here, it will paste in this particular paragraph or in continuation right after this paragraph. But since I want a new paragraph, so I'm going to hit enter on my keyboard twice, so I have an extra space or line in between. So make sure my cursor is blinking, and then go up to my paste option and simply click paste. Okay, and this will paste the paragraph that I cut earlier. Okay, so very simple. Just simply select the text, cut the text, and then paste it. Likewise, copying works in a similar fashion. So for instance, if I need to copy this paragraph, the first paragraph now, so I simply select the paragraph, and this time I clicked thrice on my mouse button, go to copy option on the ribbon, click copy, and notice in this instance it does not remove from the document, it simply makes a copy. And then scroll down to my next line where I want this paragraph to be, or the destination of this paragraph, and go up to paste, and then this will paste the paragraph. And notice in this instance I'll have 2 of the same paragraphs, which is the first paragraph and then the last, because I copied these paragraphs. So when you cut, for example, it doesn't copy it, it will simply remove it and then it will paste it to wherever you want it to be. Okay, so very simple operation, cut, copying, and paste. This allows you to move paragraphs or even words, sentences, and so forth. Okay, and here's another quick tip that I'd like to share with you at this point. Let's say you like to select the entire sentence. Okay, now we know how to select a word using the shortcut. Simply double click on the word, it will select the word research, for example. If I click thrice, it will select the entire paragraph. But what if I want to select just one sentence? So in order to select a sentence only, and that can be any sentence, for example, so let's pick a sentence here. For example, let's say use this first sentence. In order to identify future trends in terms of the role and capabilities for the HR profession, research at both the international and regional context is essential. Okay, so I like to be able to select this sentence. using a shortcut key, you hold the Control key on your keyboard and select anywhere within this sentence once, and this will select the entire sentence for you. Okay, so I just wanted to give this tip away. When you're working with documents, editing documents, this will come in very, very handy. Okay, all right, great. So once we have used the cut, copy, and paste operations, and I've also demonstrated various shortcuts, let me move ahead and let's talk about pasting options a little further. Okay, so let me highlight this first paragraph and go up to my paste, and if I click on the drop down arrow under paste, there's an option called paste special. Okay, and what this does is if I click on paste special, it brings up a dialog box, and it simply allows me to use or utilize different pasting options. For instance, the paragraph that is behind, let me move this aside. Okay, so this paragraph within my document, if I like to use or paste this paragraph as a picture, okay, so it'll insert the contents of the clipboard as an enhanced meta file. So if I need to convert, for example, this paragraph into a picture format, I simply paste it as a picture enhanced meta file, special paste. So I select the picture, click OK, and notice what Word does is apparently you don't see it until you click on this first paragraph. So if I click on this first paragraph, notice a box appears around this paragraph, and this is not text anymore. It is essentially a picture. Word now treats this particular paragraph as a picture, and I can drag the picture, I can move the picture anywhere I want, I can utilize some of the picture options or the layout options. So if I click on the layout options right next to this image, I can use the text wrapping in line with text and other options. So for instance, if I use the text wrapping square and move my picture, notice I can move it anywhere within my document and the text would adjust accordingly. I can resize this picture. So if I go to any corner of this particular picture now and drag my mouse, I can resize this picture, okay, depending upon the size. So powerful pasting option in Word. And once I have a picture, I can simply edit this picture. So if I double click, for example, in this picture, up on the ribbon, notice my picture formatting toolbars appears, and all options such as the adjust group, picture styles group, and the arrange group and size group appears. I can crop this picture, I can resize this picture, I can do some editing, formatting, and notice as I hover over any of these picture styles, the styles change. So for example, if I like the reflected rounded rectangle style, simply click on it and it will change this picture. Okay, so a good way to work with documents and enhance your documents to a more professional look, depending upon your needs, of course. Okay, all right, great. So I just wanted to show you the cut, copy, and paste operation and some paste special options so you can work with these. Last thing I want to show you here is the format painter within my clipboard tools. So let's say, for example, I'll demonstrate this and then it'll be easier for you to see. The second paragraph here, I'm going to select this paragraph and simply go up to my font group and make it bold, okay, just for demonstration purposes here. And let's change the font color to red. All right, great. The way Format Painter works is simply takes an existing formatting of text or paragraph and then applies it to the destination paragraph or text. So for instance, if I select now the formatted paragraph, which is again bold and red in color, once I've selected this entire paragraph, go up to my Format Painter, the clipboard group, click once on the Format Painter, and notice my cursor now changes into a paintbrush as soon as I hover over any of this text within my document. So if I like to apply this format onto my next paragraph, all I have to do is just simply select the paragraph, and as soon as I let go, it formats identical to the first paragraph. So Format Painter is also a very powerful tool. The real benefit that you get out of using Format Painter is that you don't have to use bold again to a certain paragraph or change the color of the certain paragraph. So once the paragraph is formatted in a typical style, you simply highlight it, use the Format Painter, and apply it to another piece of text within your document. So these are good tools to use, cut, copy, and paste when you're working with documents. And there are shortcuts of using cut, copy, paste, using your keyboard and using your mouse also. And let me just quickly demonstrate that. So for instance, let's talk about using your right mouse button. Now so far we've been using our left mouse button to do the editing and so forth. So for example, let me highlight this paragraph or select this paragraph. Once my paragraph is selected, notice if I right click my mouse button, I also get a shortcut menu. Okay, so I don't have to go all the way up to my menu here on my ribbon. I can simply directly choose an option from the shortcut menu being displayed. So here, if I need to cut this paragraph, for example, which removes it, scroll down within my document, go to the place where I want to insert or paste. Now I could always go up and paste from here, or I can again right click my mouse button one more time and use one of the paste options here. And the options that I get this time for paste is keep text only. In other words, I would not like any formatting, so Word automatically will simply paste just the text without any formatting. Or I can merge the formatting. In other words, it'll merge with the destination formatting. Or I can keep the source formatting. So the source formatting was bold and red in color, and you notice on the bottom it says red and bold. So it depends upon how I wish this paragraph to be pasted. Okay, so let me keep the source formatting. So once I click on source formatting, it pastes it. Okay, so I just quickly wanted to show you the shortcut method of cut, copy, and paste. So practice, and let's move to our next tutorial.